Hey, it's Saturday night, and what is going on out there with everybody? Not a damn thing here, so we got all the guys together. We're just going to talk about some beer tonight and see what happens. And if you guys have any questions or comments, I know people will address some questions after the last show we did Thursday night, so if people want to ask questions, they can. But we're just, right now, four guys drinking some beers. I think everybody's drinking beer tonight. I know I am. I'm actually drinking Evil Twins Liquid Double Fudge, 22 ounce of a 12% ABV. So I'm going to take my time there. But, of course, I'm your host, Rod.
Wait,
J.
you guys drink beer?
Huh?
I said you guys drink beer?
Once in a while, right? Well, Arkansas Beer Reviews had a beer, and he had the bourbon. I just told him he's a scotch away from a new song. So... but here with me, I have Tom, I have Drunken, and I have Todd. You guys can introduce yourselves there.
Hey, I am. You all know who I am. Tom the BeerWhisperer.com, Beer Whisperer everywhere else. I'm having a Novel Bar IPA tonight, 6%, 65 IBUs. Actually, this came out last year. It's more of a West Coast. It's kind of evolved to more of a New England style, very juicy IPA. Next.
Howdy, I'm the drunken one. I have to go just for a second to figure out what the hell's going on because I'm looking at the screen that is not the right one, and I will be back.
Living up to the name, already drunk. I like it.
Yeah, right. I think I might be able to sort this out pretty quickly. We'll see.
Cannot disappoint.
Oh, I got it. No, I got it already. Hey, I didn't even have to leave y'all. See how cool I am? All right.
Hey.
No, I just had two going on at once, and I think I was giving you some feedback over your intro. So sorry.
Then Todd, you want to introduce yourself?
I got it already.
I am Todd from Indiana. Most of you probably don't know me unless you watch.
Oh, hold on. I got two screens going now.
Or Tom's channels. But I am drinking, starting off with a Great Lakes Brewing Company Commander Perry IPA.
Name again?
Perry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You say Commander Perry? You say Commander Perry? Does you mean Commodore Perry?
No, it's Commodore.
Commodore.
Yeah, Commodore.
Yeah, you said Commander. So there's no.
You say Commander. No, you say Commander.
Okay, whatever.
Check the tape. Check the tape.
That's bullshit. I'm leaving. Man, I'm getting ready to crack open. I'm invading your territory, Rod. Knowledge. I know how to spell that one. Let's say that with knowledge. Come on, guys.
Oh, it's Reinheis. Yeah, no, Reinheis is good beer.
Yeah. Well, Average Joe is watching. We'll see if he pops on here. But he said another stream 2 days later, the madness. Todd, the best beer tuber without a channel. We got Todd's channel in the work.
Average Joe, man, he's got it going on. That fool needs to start a channel because he is just really a lot of fun. I really he's entertaining. He's got all the he's quite the linguist and he's got his shit together.
Look at you rolling out the fancy words.
Oh, I've been reading I've been reading the thesaurus. I've been reading the thesaurus. Thanks for noticing.
I got some viewers saying, "How do you spell that?"
What is that?
What's that fool talking about? I thought he was a redneck.
Throwing around fancy words, man. Fancy words.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to fit in with y'all big baller shot collar types. And come on now.
Big baller shot collar.
Yeah, so I live in a town called Independence. So as you can imagine, they're already doing the fireworks. So they got a fireworks show for 2 hours tonight.
Nice.
And,
sounds like 4th of July all the time around here. I know y'all have seen the videos, or maybe not. Anyway, watch my damn videos. But all the time in the background, you hear gunshots, and I think they're using that. You ever heard of tannerite? You know what that is?
I haven't heard of tannerite before.
Tannerite is a legal explosive that you can buy, and you shoot it with a gun, and when you shoot it, it explodes. Kind of some Dukes of Hazzard kind of crap.
Yeah. YouTube it, Rod. They're actually kind of neat to look at.
Yeah, it's something. It depends on how much you put together as to how big a bang you get, but yeah, it can make quite the bang.
Yeah,
I think they're all in. You're in Texas, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. It sounds like cannons going on.
I think all the videos I've ever seen of that, they're always in Texas.
Yeah, sounds like a cannon or like a meth house blowing up or something.
there's always stuff happening. A lot of those. Well, being here in Kentucky, sometimes you don't know if it's a gunshot or a firework for sure. I mean,
yeah.
If you were going to shoot a gun, Independence Day would be the best day for it, probably. But
without a doubt.
But yeah, so you said you've had this liquid double fudge before. I feel like as it warms, it gets more heavier. Is that word? More heavier? It gets heavier as you drink it. Like it really does weigh in your tongue. Like you wouldn't want this on a real hot day.
No, it definitely weighs on you for sure.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it got a little sweeter as it warmed up too.
Yeah, I think it does get a little bit like that too. I mean, it's like a dessert beer though. I mean, this is actually my starting beer, but as a nightcap, it wouldn't be a bad one either. You can usually doze off after having this thing. But as far as anything else happening out there, you got any big plans for the holiday?
Nah, could have some steaks as well. Nothing fancy. I had to bottle some beer tomorrow because I've just put it off so damn long. But yeah, bottling beer tomorrow and just a whole lot of nothing really. Cook some steaks for the fourth.
See, I knew Joe would catch that a little more heavier. I was just paying attention out there.
more heavier.
Just see if he's awake.
Yeah. He says he didn't talk to Drunken One about expanding the vocabulary.
I see that now. Yeah, I got sidetracked. My girl came in and said that the kid's driving her crazy and she's going to bed.
That can happen with kids.
Yeah, well, he's been medicated, and I'm trying to get medicated my damn self. So we'll see how it goes. He takes some stout medications. See, back in the day, I might be apt to take one of those pills with him or whatever. But nah, I might not come back from a ride like that.
Yeah.
I leave that shit alone anymore.
Yeah, I mistakenly told a guy to do that one time. He got his wisdom teeth taken out, and he couldn't say he was having a little bit of pain. He said, well, just have a beer when you have one of your Vicodin or whatever. next day, he was like, I can't believe I did what you told me to do. I was like, well, I didn't know you were lightweight. I didn't know you couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, by the way. I just told you to do that. Right. It tells you when the pill bottle does not take alcohol with it. So
I just play a doctor on YouTube. Right. I'm not really a doctor.
If you didn't read the label, that's not my problem.
You didn't read the disclosure.
Right.
Exactly. Nothing you can do about that.
Do everything someone tells you to do.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
You can't put any blame here. So what are you growing? I know
you need some money.
How would you say, Top?
If you need some money and you need somebody to rob a bank, you know who to ask next time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, those are back in the 80s. People self-medicated a lot.
Oh yeah. Hell, I'm glad I didn't grow up like earlier. You know, I was born in '69. You know,
I don't know. I think you'd have liked a little of that free love.
Oh, I probably had only 4 brain cells left, and I wouldn't have this exquisite vocabulary that I have now. I'd be a waste to it. I'd be sitting on the couch drooling on myself or something. It wouldn't be good at this point. You know?
Yeah. Who was it? It was the doctor out of Stanford, the professor with the LSD. Can't remember his name now, but he was the one that discovered like LSD. and then was trying to get legal. He was trying to run for president at one point, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, LSD and well, by the time it was the 80s, it was like he had acid, PC.
Legalized it, he probably would have won for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he was trying to do. He was like, let everybody take drugs.
Why not?
Yeah. I remember back in school, I don't know if they still show it or not, but back in school, you guys may have seen the same film. They tried to get you not to smoke, and they showed a lady with the hole in her neck, and it's like she couldn't. Yeah, I was like,
I remember that one.
But they didn't know we were watching Faces of Death half the time, so that didn't really freak us out.
They're beating that monkey, that monkey in the middle of the table. They were beating the shit out of him. It was so wrong.
Yeah, that was tame compared to Faces of Death.
Yeah, she's gonna hold
it. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Blast from the past.
But Joe said liquid double fudge is a good one that even more Cocoa Jesus show up. Rod, question mark. Imperial stout with maple syrup and coconut. No, I haven't seen that one. Does sound amazing though. Plus coconut. He's a big coconut fiend, as we found out Thursday. He says, not sure if I can watch this anymore. I've learned too many new fancy words via drunken one. Mine equals blown.
No way, no how should anybody get smarter from watching this video.
Good thunk it. Oh my goodness. Okay, don't talk about me. I'm going to get a beer.
You're gonna come back with MGD.
I'm going to get my college education.
Oh man, I don't know if Tom's still messing with his camera. He's in and out, in and out.
I know he hasn't said anything in a while.
I know he's there fidgeting with it a little bit, so getting situated. But I don't know what we're gonna do too. I mean, Tuesday I'm off. Kind of a weird time being off too, like in the almost middle of the week type thing. You go to work Monday, you're like, I'm off tomorrow. I don't really want to do anything today. And then Tuesday you're off, and Wednesday you're like, oh, back to work. God damn it! So
the 4th is kind of one of those weird holidays, anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you get off the 4th, like you said, then you're kind of sandwiched in between. Most everybody will do their celebrations kind of on the 4th, it seems. So it's like,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Okay, I was having
was that your Ted Knight voice, by the way?
Yes, I go into AM radio voice. Hello, how are you? This is
this is the Beer Whisperer. How are you?
That reminds me, I haven't watched Caddyshack in a long time. $500, you missed that putt, sir. We do not gamble. But
I haven't seen that one in a while either. And that kind of makes me watch it now.
The other night, yesterday, I flipped around and Tombstone was on again. It's like I cannot sit here and watch this movie one more time. I mean, I could sit there and watch it. I just don't need to watch it again.
One of those. That's one of those. It doesn't matter how many times I've seen it. If I see it on, I'm gonna watch it, and it doesn't matter what time of night it is.
Right.
It's like I gotta go to bed. Shit, now I've got an hour and a half left of this. What am I gonna do now?
the other is Miracle. I can watch Miracle all the time.
You know, that's what I haven't seen Miracle. That's a good one. I've got it here. I've actually got it like on the old guys on the old DVD. I've got the old DVD with it from back in the day.
I'm not even a serious hockey fan, but there's something about that movie. You know, that period of time. I remember being a kid watching that happen. So that movie just brings back so many memories for me.
Yeah, I remember being a kid in school when it happened, and then excited stuff like to beat Russia like that.
Because we weren't supposed to win. We weren't even supposed to get close.
No. Kind of like the last presidential election. Sorry, I had to slide that one in.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Like you tell your wife some night. Sorry, I had to slide that one in.
But That was a good thing. Stuck with a fascist regime.
But no, yeah, that was.
We got Donnie No Balls leading us.
that was a match we were not supposed to be anywhere in the game against. So yeah. But
I think if the Secret Service team ever watches my videos, I'm going to get a knock on my door.
Well, I saw a report that came out earlier today, and some from actually a Secret Service, and one of the ex-employees or former heads has said Obama was the most threatened president of all the presidents they had to watch detail on the Secret Service. And I was like, really? You needed a report to know that?
Right?
Well, whatever the reasons were, I'm sure it's not because he was a black guy. You can ask any white guy in the
back. He was Hawaiian.
And they will tell you it's not because he was black.
He was half white, half black, but the white always gets left off.
Yeah, I don't want to get into this, but yeah, I'm surprised he made it 2 terms. I'm saying these rednecks down here, they're black folks to begin with, and then he was our president for 2 terms. I mean,
yeah.
The 22 show after all. You know?
Remember when Colin Powell, when they were trying to get Colin Powell to run in the 90s, he wouldn't run because his wife was afraid he'd get killed. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm a hardcore lefty. I wanted Powell to run. I would have voted for Colin Powell. Yeah. I like Powell a lot.
Although I got a feeling Obama's numbers are going to be surpassed in the next 4 years.
Numbers for
threats or whatever you may have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If they haven't already in the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. You can't threaten a white guy.
Well, the dangerous thing on Trump is that he's got that fringe element that would go off, and they do have the rifles. They would go do some stuff. So if you don't get, so we'll see what happens. I mean, some
white
stuff
guy. It just
he can't do.
He's an arrogant white guy. I give him that. I don't know.
When we actually call him a white guy, he's definitely orange.
Him and Rachel Dolezal are both orange.
Trump is definitely half Oompa Loompa. I guarantee you, he is half Oompa Loompa.
Nice.
I don't.
Oompa Loompa.
He's half Oompa Loompa.
He's definitely got the skin color and the hair for it. That's for sure.
Yikes.
But the whole thing.
He had some suspenders on going Oompa Loompa Oompa.
I'm just hoping people don't lose sight of stuff, because this whole fighting with Mika and Joe is just side stuff. Messing with healthcare and all this other stuff. That's where people need to be focused.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe is pretty far to the right too, man.
Yeah, but they also helped too. They gave him a lot. They gave him a lot of free press. So
you know what I mean? I mean, he's not even a centrist Republican. He's pretty far to the
right. Yeah. So it happens. You start dating a liberal, you get changed, I guess. You can put the change on them. It's like that scene. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Harlem Nights, like when the guy sleeps with the prostitute, he calls up, "Tell your mom I'm not coming home anymore." She put it on him. But yeah, we were talking Thursday night, Tom, about the independent craft brewer label that they're putting out on stuff now.
Yeah, so.
Oh, Beer 30. If you're around, you got to get in, son. Yeah.
Beer 30. Beer 30, you redneck sumbitch.
We were.
Hey. I resemble that
remark. But
bastard, you.
I saw today that it was Dogfish Head signed on being, looking forward to putting that label in their bottles and stuff. They kind of embraced it on the independent label thing.
I like the idea. I do.
Is there an actual label or a symbol that they're going to use for that? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's like a little label they can put on the side of the bottle here, and it'll say independent craft brewed or whatever.
Right.
But that's actually a good idea because it's so hard to keep up with it anymore that get it bought by the big boys, and a lot of people don't even realize or know that they're being bought.
The problem you still have is that you go ahead and you get this label and you apply it, and it's like, I don't know if it's going to affect things or not. We were talking about Thursday night. I don't know if it's just being elitist with the label or what, but
I think it's about information. It's not an elitist thing. It's information. People should. If you're not afraid to tell people you're owned by somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, because you've got these breweries that are owned by.
But they come back next year. They say, well, now we're going to
owned by somebody else. So it's a bad idea for independent breweries. They are independent breweries. That's not being elitist. That's just being honest. That's something that conglomerates don't want to be. They don't want to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, it's like saying GMO free. They can't put that on their label because that looks bad to everyone else if you're not GMO free. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I would be more apt to buy that label as opposed to one that I know has been taken over by the big boys. Yeah. But how long will that last? At what point do they say, oh, well, we got bought out, so now we just took that off the label?
Right, or they change their standards like they did before. They say, well, now we're going to go from 6 million barrels to 8 million. Okay, now we're going to throw more people, right. Or we're going to go from 25% ownership to 35%.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just don't like the whole shadowy government part of it, like the whole people in the back room type with the situation.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
I kind of around like the Star Chamber, just sitting around making these decisions.
There's always someone behind the curtain.
Yeah.
What's the qualifications? What's the qualifications for that? Like a founders who's at 30% owned by somebody else, is that still considered independent, or you got to be completely?
What do you think?
0%?
Anything more than 25% now?
Is that what it is?
Company like this, yeah.
No more than how many barrels, or how does that go again?
Not more than 6 million barrels. But the crazy part is the part where you have to use certain ingredients to be considered craft like that. But all the craft breweries are trying different things that wouldn't have been ingredients from the past. So how do you say, well, that's not natural? Well, neither is that either. But you got them with the craft label. No one ever put the coconut in it. No one ever put hibiscus in it, but yet. Well,
that's what makes it craft. That's what makes it fun.
Exactly.
Is the people rolling the
gray area
dice and finding that flavor.
Yeah,
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah. What's up, Beer?
Oh, nothing. I'm just listening to y'all fuckers complain about shit. I'm just over here like I fucking hate yeah, I freaking hate about 90% of small breweries that I go to because they try too hard, I feel like, on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a flight and you get everything they got, and maybe 2 or 3 I think are decent, and then I don't know, maybe it's just Arizona, but a lot of them here suck.
Yeah. No, there's a few that'll be on there okay, this might not have been as great a one or another one.
Yeah. We got a Nimbus is good. Nimbus is the only small brewery in town that I can legitimately say if I had a kegerator, I'd buy a keg of their shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a hell of a compliment, right? To say, yeah, I'd buy a whole keg of it. That's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I'd buy a fucking keg of High Life if you want to be honest.
I've seen that. I wasn't gonna say anything, Mr. Champagne of Beers.
I mean, that'd be goddamn cheap. I'll tell you that much.
Right? There's nothing wrong with a little beer.
Sounds like Tom is trying to rant on something, but you can't hear him.
Yeah, Tom, we can't hear you right now.
We're used to that.
You hear that High Life, you're like, what?
It's a daily fucking drinker, man.
No, we can't hear you.
I like it.
On the top
I'm screaming at the screen, but we can't hear him.
He's got the poorest internet service, maybe.
Can you hear Tom?
I can see his head bobbing. I see he's pissed, man.
He's doing the boogie of some sort. I don't know.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Jeez, I got that last week. Yesterday. Who said that? Nice. Your turn, Tom. Go ahead. We're all quiet now.
So what else is happening as far as anything for independent? Oh, you got the Strat thing too. Don't forget, Drunken. Talk about that if you want.
Oh, God. Who? Distracting Donna? Huh?
No, the Strat event. That's it.
That event. You betcha. Don't forget, guys.
Drunken one is really drunk.
I think it's poor internet service. No, I'll claim when I'm drunk, but
The
Strat beer event. Yes, yes, sir. Right, somebody shit. July 8th. Y'all be sure to check in. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
So, right, we're doing a tribute brewing session all over the world, literally, for Strat. He passed last year, 6th, I think, 7th anyway. And so we're showing homage to him, brewing homebrew. There is more information at Looney Larry US. If you have interest in it, or just stop by and look into my channel or any of the other BrewTuber type people. I know y'all are more reviewers than Brett. Hey, Ryan, even. I'm getting good at this. But yeah,
He cracks himself up.
Oh yeah, I'm the drunken one. So check out my channel. It's INONE on YouTube. Anyway, check in and watch a bunch of home brewers brewing literally all over the world, from New Zealand to UK to US to. I'm getting clever at this. Look how Snoop, I got this, bro.
Yeah, it should be some good stuff. Like I said, Strat was a good guy, so we would make sure everybody knows about it. And
now, okay, that was before the time of Facebook. I mean, it was around, but now it's much more pronounced. Facebook, I might add. But that guy, if you started a channel, he was your first subscriber. If you commented, if you had a video, he was the first one to comment on it. He was like an older guy, you know. He was like probably in his mid-60s or some shit, and he was chiming in, and I was like, how does he even know these new guys putting up videos? I mean, he's, and you know, I think he was my third sub that I ever had, and not that I have a shitload, but anyway, he was like my third sub ever, and he always was good about commenting like right away when I put up something. I don't know how he did it, you know. Baffling. Good guy though. Good guy. You know, really good guy. Strat beer.
Yeah, he was a class act. Yeah, I'm from. He's up in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. Yeah. He was Canadian.
Yeah. So they put out a list on Market Watch. 10 best independent beers for the 4th of July. And
I'm sure there's plenty of those lists.
Oh yeah, there's a Kentucky Brunch Brand Stout, toppling Goliath. Which I always hear things about them. Like can't get them out here.
Mm-hmm.
Was that number one?
Founders. What'd you say, Todd?
Are you going from the bottom of the list or the top of the list?
They don't have them ranked. They have a list of them.
You're on mute.
Two Hearted Ale. Of course, that's a good beer. Bourbon County Brand Stout 2010 edition. Like, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
You can hear you now.
Yes, sir.
Can I get naked?
Can you get what?
Can I get naked now?
Yo, sure, get after it, son.
Sure, there's a little bit up there that's
Yeah.
There's a little square there's got a camera with an X through it. Hit that one.
So this list says 2010 Bourbon County brand stout. Like, it's tough enough finding Bourbon County brand stout. Who's going to find 2010 in time for the 4th of July?
Right.
This is a dumbass list is right here.
So are you starting from number one down?
Get naked.
Julio.
Are you doing Beavis and Butthead? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'm Julio.
I am the great Cornelio.
Oh,
Nice.
More excessive measures.
The camel jockey.
He's all, I need TP.
they said the best American style lager was Pabst Blue Ribbon at the Great American Beer Festival. Good old PBR.
Too hard to nail on that list.
It's not by number. They just have them on the list.
Oh, the top 10. Okay.
As like a top 10 to have on July 4th. Of course, they have.
Yeah, like you can't get half those beers that are on there, probably.
Yeah. Pliny the Younger. Like, you can't get Pliny the Younger unless you're freaking out there where the brewery is.
And that's only seasonal anyway, right?
Yeah, it's a dumb list from Market Watch.
Dummies.
Yeah, I think the PBR is like the hipsters. I think that's cool to them. I mean, it's not a terrible beer, but I mean, there's better. But I think that's our new hipsters.
Yeah, I mean, if they put on the Applebee's special, $2.95 for a tall.
Exactly right.
Clint Eastwood brought that label back from the dead.
Because we all know if you've seen Hall Pass, Applebee's is where all the action happens.
That's right.
They got some cheap beer there. What?
Oh.
All right, just for you fuckers, I'm going to drink an Arizona Crappy Brewery.
Well, thank you.
It's Asian of German brewed bananas, citrus, and cloves.
That sounds like
Yeah.
And here's the best part. It was brewed 10/20/2016.
it's got a little age on.
Yeah.
Well, it should taste like crap at this point.
No.
You just gotta know the high life. It's gotta be better than that.
Might get to see his head explode live on YouTube.
It's actually not bad.
It's a heavy. I mean, it's going to be fine after 6 months.
What's the ABV on it?
Oh, fuck.
I'm not sure if that's a number.
4.8.
Come on, technicalities.
4.8.
4.8. Yeah, that's
So
kind of
you
more like on the section level.
It's not bad.
Rehydrate or what?
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. Please don't take anything I say to heart. You know, just
No.
it's all fun.
No, if you know anything about me, as long as you're willing to take it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. No, I haven't seen you yet, and so it's all good. I mean fun. I don't mean harm.
Oh no, we're all good here, brother.
Yeah, Beer 30 hasn't done a video in a while. He's been moving his schedule and stuff around.
And he's a busy man, so he's got things to do.
Yeah, no, there's it's been weird. I posted a couple videos, but it had nothing to do with beer.
If you ever want to know how losing weight sucks, let me give you the 7 beers under 100 calories they say you can drink.
But do you want to?
You got Budweiser Select coming in at 55. You got Busch Light coming in at 95. Mick Ultra at 95. Natty Light at 95. Corona Light at 99. Oh, I think it's under 110 actually. Coors Light at 102 and Bud Light at 110. So yeah, if that's going to encourage you to lose weight, good luck with that.
What's that?
Yeah, that's good. Right.
I bet if you want to lose weight, just don't drink any of them at all.
Yeah.
I mean, water or one of those. I'm taking water. I don't care.
Is this an earthquake behind my house?
I'm just guessing here, but I'm thinking 30 and I are probably the only ones under 200 pounds. We don't need to lose weight. Come on.
Hey, what are you trying to say there?
We don't beer drink like we're playing golf. It's not about the lower score.
Yeah, we're not here. If it doesn't have calories, then it's not tasty. Is that? I mean, right?
Would you trust a skinny chef?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Never trust a skinny cook. Right? What's wrong with that?
If he ain't gonna eat his own shit, I ain't eat it either.
Yeah, never trust a skinny chef. Right? I want a beer that like Big Sakis. I want a beer like that. That man knows how to drink.
Yeah.
I like the guy. He's cool.
You go through.
Has he been out? Have y'all seen anything from him lately, Big Sakis?
No.
I think he just kind of slipped out for a while. Not sure what happened.
People go in and out though on doing their stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to keep consistent. I mean, listen away sometimes, and it can be challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't posted a video in a long time.
Yeah, like forever.
Oh, see, I'm not, yeah, no, you don't have any videos, do you? Yeah.
Oh, here's a new report. 9 states drinking the most beer. Let's see who's holding up
5 of them are on this team.
Let's see who's holding up their part of the bargain.
He's up there, but I'm doing my damn part.
I'm trying to sway the numbers.
Well, at number 9, we got Nevada. I mean, Nevada's holding up. Number 8, we got Maine.
Well, Nevada can't really count, though, can it? I mean, Vegas itself has to cover.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
90%.
It had to be like in there somewhere. It's like New York's got to be there somewhere too, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a skew.
But you think of Maine being number 8? I mean, what else do you do in Maine, really? Especially with a selling the drink.
Lobster and drink.
Yeah.
That's it.
Number 7 is Nebraska. So, I mean, you just can't
kind of the same thing. As I say, it was kind of the same thing. You farm and you drink beer.
Yeah. Wow. Number 6 is little old Vermont.
Okay.
Wow.
Number 5 is Wisconsin.
For that small of a state, that's a pretty big number.
Yeah. 5 is Wisconsin. 4 is North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Again, too. Notice there are states that probably ain't got shit to do but drink or fish.
That's what I'm saying, right? Take another pass on the tractor, the beer. That's a fun game I like to play in the garden. I get at one end of the row, and put the beer at the other, and I have to either pick all the vegetables or pick all the weeds, and by the time I make it to the other end, I get to drink the beer. I have 14 rows, but I get smashed just picking garden.
Sounds like a good plan, though.
How many bees are there after all? Oh, bitch.
Number 3 is South Dakota.
So the Dakotas, if you want to get fucked up, you just go there, right?
Yeah. Number 2 is Montana.
I mean, who's going to go to these states anyway?
And number 1 is actually New Hampshire.
Huh.
Hampshire.
So New York's not even in the top one.
Doesn't sound. I think somebody got blown or paid off. Got blown or paid off. That's why I hate lists, man. Somebody got blown or paid off. I guarantee.
Yeah, those states are nowhere in any list ever on anything,
Right.
except for beer.
What's the article about this? Somebody got blown or paid off. I guarantee you. I hope
most people don't. Most people
Where
forget
nobody
those
wants to
states
live, I
even
guess,
exist.
to get blown.
The only one on that list that made sense was like Wisconsin, because they got a lot of breweries there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nevada, just because of all the tourists.
Yeah.
The Vermont, really? What's Vermont's got? Like what? 400 people in the state. One of them drink apparently.
Yeah, from the bottle from birth.
Right.
Slap a nipple on it. Let's go.
Breastfeed a milk. You better put a bottle. Get a guy. Get a 40.
What? You're 2 months and you're not drinking a St. Ides yet? What's going on? All right, my glass is empty. I'll be right back.
Don't want that to happen.
Hey, yeah.
Supposedly Michigan has the cheapest cases of beer in America. Have you had this one before, Tom? The Evil Twin Liquid Fudge?
Yeah.
This one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you all I'm thinking is your icon, no?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was having a conversation with the wife. Had to go silent for a minute.
Oh, that's all right. Mama's not happy. Nobody's happy, right?
Oh, no. All's good there.
No, I'm just saying if she's not happy.
We didn't want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
You got to keep her happy.
Amen to that. Yeah, no, that's words to live by right there. My dad told me that at a young age, and it is true.
We had that sign in our kitchen, actually.
Yeah, as a reminder, right?
Yeah. My wife can cook, I'll tell you that much.
Honestly, how could you forget that anyway?
Oh, you get reminded about it.
That's what I'm saying. How could you forget about it anyway?
So you grill it out Tuesday, Beer 30 or anything, or Tom, or I don't even have a grill. I said, are you going to grill out or anything on Tuesday?
I work on Tuesday.
Oh, so you're working on the holiday?
Yeah, well, you know, as a salesman, you work on every holiday.
Well, I'm a salesman. I ain't working.
Well, I'm selling hope and fantasy.
That's that big baller shop again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to work as Uncle Sam.
You going to work for Uncle Sam? Yeah.
No, I'm going to work as Uncle Sam.
Just you gotta work. You gotta work right, and you're not cooking out.
Steal everybody's money?
Well, yeah, I'm going to say Uncle Sam wants you to buy this motorcycle.
So it's like it'll be an Independence Day sale.
I just ate.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I got to go.
You gotta go? All right.
All right, well, make sure you wipe front to back and wash your hands.
I don't even have a grill now. I got rid of it a while back, a couple years ago. I don't know. I don't really grill. I used to cook stuff in the house. I got a Foreman grill, but
Foreman grill.
I got to set it. I got to set it and forget it oven. And I got the regular oven, all the other stuff. I don't really. I mean, I like to grill once in a while. I just haven't done it in a while.
So you got family and kids who lives at your house with you, if you don't mind my asking, or you just say, hey, fuck off, 21.
Who, me or?
No, you.
Oh no, yeah, me and my wife, no kids.
No kids?
Heck no.
All grown and gone, or just never did that?
What? Huh?
All grown and gone, or you just never did that?
No. Didn't want to go that route.
I'm on the same page.
You know, kids, you gotta give up part of your time to do stuff. Yeah, I know I'm a selfish prick, but hey, that's how I was raised. I grew up in New Jersey. I like my time. You have kids, you don't have your time anymore. You have their time.
Rod's too busy buying toys for himself.
Yeah. I got enough honeydew lists. I don't need any kids list as well.
I know that's right. We send you a little Weber pit or something. You got to have something. Or do you live like in a house?
Well, we got a nephew down in Texas. He comes up once a year, but outside of that, I'm just like, yeah, I've never really been I don't have any problem with kids. I just didn't want any of my own.
Yeah, there you go. And it's much more fun when you can just send them back home when you're done with them. Like,
I got a lot of friends that volunteer. I got a lot of friends that volunteer to send me their kids.
Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah, go to Uncle Ron. He'll take care of you.
But I had kids climb them. I think the kids smell like the no kids smell or something, like the new car smell. Like, he doesn't have any kids on them. I'm going to go see who this guy is. So I do well with kids, at least for a while. So.
That's funny, the no kids smell.
Yeah. Kids are fun, but kids are expensive.
Obviously has no children.
But you got kids there with you? You say you got your son.
Yeah, I have an 11-year-old, and the other one is in Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere over there. He's on contract with the military right now. Okay. He's a Marine. He's over there taking care of the stuff. Okay. And so no, I was just we gotta get you a grill, man. We gotta get you at least one of those little hibachi things where you can have like at least a couple steaks for you and your gal. You know, right?
I've actually got a grill you could actually use. You're supposed to be able to use it inside. It doesn't really work that well, but
one of those electric ones.
It's like a little square, like an indoor-outdoor grill, but it gets so smoky. It's like, who would really do this inside? We used it one time. My mom said it years ago too. We used it one time, and it's like, no, this is not really an indoor grill. You can plug it in inside, but it's not the best idea.
All the smoke alarms are going off.
Like if you stick a box fan in the window.
Yeah, box fan in the window could work. That's old school right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's fun.
Well, I'm out of here too. I might come back, but I'm going to eat dinner. So, bye.
Bye. See you, Beer.
See ya. Rod, you might lose viewers admitting that you don't have a grill.
You don't have a grill?
I didn't know that was a private tab with beer. Have a grill for beer. I mean,
he had no words for that.
Outside of Dan, who does booze reviews and booze by the grill, he's the only one I see ever using a grill in his video.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stereotype or whatever, but aren't you supposed to be cooking some barbecue, Rod? I mean, come on, man.
No, man.
Every black dude I know is a whiz on a grill.
It's too hot on that grill sometimes.
Yeah, I'm talking about some hell of ribs, like from like hell of ribs you ain't never tasted.
You can cook all kinds of stuff in the kitchen.
Some baby, what? Well, it looks like you eat while you're taking care of yourself, so that's good. You know, it's a great start. Do you do most of the cooking, or does your girl do most of the cooking?
No, I do most of the cooking. I know how to cook.
Do you? Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not on the grill.
I can throw down in the kitchen.
That's all good. Oh yeah. Paula Deen style, and then we just need one stick of butter.
Yeah, Paula Deen's never used one stick of butter for anything.
Yeah, they do butter.
A whole stick of butter, man.
Grab me that one stick and the box behind it.
Yeah,
right.
Butter really isn't gravy. Butter is not gravy.
Yeah. So what are you making? Are you making ribs on Tuesday?
No, I'm just gonna do
just steaks.
I think. Yeah, some steaks.
Yeah. Apparently, a report says
some of those you gotta watch because they're really fatty, and boy, they'll catch your shit on fire with the quickness, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You get those really fatty ones, and they're super yummy, and then when it's all almost done, then you smear some butter on there, you know. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Cooking for taste is not a healthy way.
You get those high flakes going on there.
My God, it's wonderful. I love it. I so love it. So bad for you. I feel my arteries hardening as I eat it. But damn it.
Glad you said arteries.
Yeah. Well, they said July 4th weekend, they said we spent $7 billion on burgers and beer. $7 billion on burgers and beer.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Research how many hot dogs that we use on it's baffling how many hot dogs we consume. In one weekend. Yeah, it's baffling.
Kobayashi
like,
eats
really?
a shit himself on in the contest.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is July 4th, isn't it? He's like 70 hot dogs or whatever.
70 hot dogs in a minute.
70 go in, 70 got to come out.
Play contest. 10 afterwards.
Yeah. The recanted a beer from 1982 from the World's Fair.
Does that even exist anymore? The World's Fair?
I've never seen anything on it anymore. I don't know if it still exists or not. I barely get stuff when we have state fairs, it seems.
All right.
I usually find out like that week of or something.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The state fair in Lexington? I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah. But
on the map you got behind you, what are all the symbols there?
Oh, yes, sir. That's all like homebrewers / subscribers. Oh, I don't think I can send you a link in here. Yeah, just be sure to jump on, and it's the map reveal or something. Anyway, it's just I'm just kind of trying to figure out kind of where people live, like all over the world,
okay.
and
pretty cool.
yeah. Rod J's on there.
Am I on there?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I will.
Am I on the list? Am I not on the list? What's going on?
You're not on the list. No, I don't think so. No, those are a bunch of little tabs of I don't know how well you can see it compared to my little screen or whatever. Yeah, those are all what I did.
It's almost like you're playing. It's almost like you're playing Risk on the Wall.
I can kind of see what you're saying.
I was kind of wondering if it was like you seen the movie Mask, where the kid's got all his baseball cards pinned up and all the places he wants to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, this is not the same. You probably can't see it so well, but anyway, there's kind of like a bullseye-looking thing right here and here, and so I separated the United States into 4 quadrants, and so we have the Northwest, the Southwest, blah blah blah, and so these are all the people that live in the U.S. that are either subscribed to or I've asked them where the hell they live. All these some bitches right here, this is all UK, which is, again, you probably can't see it. UK is under my finger, under half of my finger. All these people here all live and brew in this little UK. Baffling, huh? Crazy. And then,
yeah.
Okay, there's like a lot of nothing that happens over here. There's people in Norway and Sweden and stuff, and then I guess they don't allow brewing over here. But then you get over to Australia, and so I've got some people in southern Australia and a place called Tasmania.
Tasmania, yeah.
And then all this is New Zealand over here. Then so these are all. I've done a video about it, and I need to do another one again. But these are all home brewers and such that I got a cut and paste link that says like, I'm not here to mow your lawn and whatever, but what kind of area do you live in? You know what's your nearest state capital?
Well, I've homebrewed before. I should be on that. I've homebrewed before.
Yeah, just anybody. You don't necessarily have to be a home brewer, but just one of the subscribers or somebody I subscribe to, just whatever. But yeah, you see there's a slew of them there. And like I said, that whole big group right here is all from UK. So I'm guessing all these some bitches they're doing nothing but brewing and rubbing elbows and shit, and all of them seem like they stay.
Hopefully your house doesn't get raided. You look like you're an ISIS leader up on the wall.
Yeah, my kid, the one in the military, he said I was stalking them, and I was like, well, no, I'm not looking for their exact address. Just trying to figure out where they're at. I mean, it's kind of weird.
The general area.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Just right. I mean, all of them live in the UK. Well, I started trying to put them where they go, and hell, they just started overlapping each other, and it's like, I can't do it like that. So I just kind of put them all together, we did a few, and the ones that are scattered kind of up there, those are all Canadian. Those are all Canadian, and I said, apologies, I don't mean to, segregate you or whatever, but you're not American. and then the rest, like I said, I kind of just put into like the quadrants, you know, the
Right.
area. Yeah, so I don't know how else to do it. Like, I tried to put them exactly where they came from, you know, just whatever closest city or whatever. But yeah, it was something.
That's pretty cool. Though.
It's been kind of an ongoing
Yeah,
project.
that is
My
cool.
kid called me a stalker, and I was like, no, I didn't like that, you know. It's not creepy like that. It's just fun. You know? Actually, you can see a lot better than I thought you could after clicking on my screen that y'all see. Yeah, no, it's all in fun.
Yeah.
So your map there kind of puts that list to shame.
Some people say
then,
beer
'cause you have
bottles, you know?
nothing marked.
That
Nothing
what?
marked in those. I said his map there kind of puts that list to shame that you mentioned earlier. He has no markings in North Dakota, South
Oh,
Dakota,
yeah.
Vermont.
Right. Well, no. Rod's trying to keep information coming. He's cool like
They
that.
got the beer
I know. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd have nothing to talk about. You know, it's good that Rod does that. He
No, I
keeps
know,
some facts
I know it
going
is,
on the
I know
other
it is.
screen. You know. Yeah.
I was
Yeah, it's
just
all
trying to
good.
make a. I was just trying to make a fun.
Yeah.
You ever watch Dinner, Driving, and Dives? Driving,
Mhm.
Dinner, Die, Guy Fieri. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, Guy Fieri.
I got him on
My-
TV
my-
I
right
watch
now.
it all the time.
And I can freaking eat dinner right before it starts, and by the time it's over, I'm hungry again. Just watching them eat all these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything covered in gray. No, that guy was really cool. I don't even know if he's on anymore.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
on. His show's still
Is
going.
he?
Yeah, he pretty much controls
Friday
Food
nights he's
Network.
on like 24 hours a day, I think.
Yeah, they said like Food Network. I mean, some of the guys don't like him because he gets so much exposure.
He
Oh, no.
actually
Yeah, my-
opened up a He actually opened up a barbecue restaurant in Louisville last summer.
Well, no pun intended, but that's either feast or famine there. Either it's going to be really good food or really crappy food, you know. And you'd think it'd be the previous. You'd think it'd be the really good food because he's been everywhere. But I'm sure he gets a lot of publicity because he is who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating there, but I've heard a lot of great things about it.
My kid dressed up like him. One year we had this yellow wig, and they cut it short with the like flat top look and stuff, and dressed him up like that. He got a not a trophy, but a what you call it, a damn certificate, like one of the best in shows for that Halloween thing, the most creative or some crap, you know. Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, he dressed up as Guy Fieri, or pronounce him. Yeah.
Glasses on the back of his head and everything.
Yeah. There's one of my my wife's cousins or whatever. Kind of looks like that guy. Coincidentally, or kind of weird thing is, she's a girl. She has that same statue, and she wears. I think she bleaches her hair, or whatever, but tight and high like that. You know, I don't know. That wasn't relevant.
So they had that.
Sorry.
I just don't want to say.
Let's strike that from the comments, boys.
They had that earlier, like that. Again, I don't know if I'm saying the name right now. The Zermagy magazine, where Too Hard had beat out Pliny for the best beer in America. Now, you guys saw that?
I saw that.
But that's like the main thing on the list. But then the rest of the list, so like the top 10 beers in America, they had that one, and then they had, of course, Pliny the Elder was second. Although people out here on the West Coast say Pliny the Younger is even better than Pliny the Elder, but regardless, they're on the list. Then they have Founder's Breakfast Stout on the list as third. Mm-hmm. Then they have one that me and Todd know, Three Floyd Zombie Dust as fourth. And after that, they had the Founders KBS Breakfast. Bell's Hop Slam is after that, which is also a good beer. Founders KBS, which is a good beer. Heady Topper from Alchemist. But surprisingly, Deschutes Fresh Squeezed IPA, which is a good beer too, but I didn't think it would be the top 10, one of the top 10 beers.
That was surprising.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada Celebration, which is a pretty good IPA. And then Ballast.
That's the only one I know that I've tasted.
So Sierra Nevada. and then Ballast.
I'm sure the crappiest one on the list. Okay, all these beers that you talk about, do y'all have Specs liquor where you're at? It's like a liquor warehouse type thing?
No, we don't know. But I got a lot of places that do some pretty good deals.
So these all these wonderful beers that you're talking about, I've heard of, obviously through the reviews and on the internet. These beers, what are they? You're talking about like a 22-ounce bomber for $12 or so, or?
Well, if
I was
probably the most reasonable one is like Two Hearted Ale, which is number one. I mean, you can get
I was gonna say
6-pack of that for $11.99 or something.
A 6-pack of
anywhere from $9.99 to $11. I can't remember offhand, but they're not. That's not really
No, that's not bad. Yeah, I spend those. I spend that on this crap here, Rebel Rouser from Samuel Adams.
Yeah,
that's $9.99 for 6.
Oh wow, you get that here for $8.99. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, are they? But just a little less. Okay.
Yeah.
I was glad to see. I was glad to see Two Hearted Ale is number one on there because I'd say it's a highly distributed beer.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You can get that one. Unless you're in states in the Northwest, you're not getting Pliny the Elder.
Right, yeah, and you're not going to find that in most places. So I was kind of, and for two reasons, I was glad to see that one is because it's more distributed.
Yeah.
If you can find Bells in your...
They should put in a minimum distribution of a certain amount of states. Like you got to be minimum 10 states or something,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So all that stuff's all up north, and I probably won't see it down here, huh?
Well, you'll probably get Founders. If you didn't get it yet, you will since they got bought out.
It's another AB.
Bev that did them, but they'll have more distribution now.
Yeah. Well, I don't like.
I've said for a long time, if I had one beer I had to drink for the rest of my life, it'd probably be Two Hearted Ale.
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta find it. Damn it.
On ones that you can get on a regular basis.
Yeah, but that bitterness might catch up with you at a certain point.
Right.
Well, it could.
Yeah, that was those beer questions. I don't know if y'all were asked to do them or whatever. If you had one beer to drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think I wouldn't want a huge IPA. I would want something more along what Beer 30 was drinking. I'm not crazy about Miller High Life, but that seems palatable that you could do that again and again. Maybe something a little different, but nothing that's just going to wreck your palate. Nothing too super malty, and I love a good stout, but just something. If you only had one beer for the rest of your days, what would it be?
Would you want to spend the rest of your life just drinking a Miller High Life? Though?
Well, not necessarily that one, but I'm just saying something along those lines. Something that's
what I'm saying. though. Not necessarily that one, but something macro type beer or whatever.
I don't have a real. Y'all are reviewers, or at least I know Todd is. I'm not sure your background necessarily. But I haven't tried a bunch of beers. I like most of what Samuel Adams puts out. They have that Rebel IPA or the Rebel Rouser one. That's an 8.6 or 8.4. It's a little overdone in the hops. I like it, and it's not bad. I like the alcohol content. But then they have the Rebel IPA, which is a little lesser, and then there's the Rebel Rouser in a like a blue kind of label, and I think it's like a 5.4. I could deal with that 5.4 IPA because it's just not as challenging on your palate as some of the bigger ones, and so I don't know exactly. I don't know. That's a good question.
I guess it's probably
it wouldn't be
too
something
close.
as lame as Bush, but
I guess it's probably a too close-ended of a question, really, though. In all reality.
Yeah, I mean, but just something that you. I mean, yeah, I like a stout, but yeah, eventually you're gonna get tired of that. And then again, I like a really kind of light-ish beer, but
see, that would be more like maybe like I've gotten more than some of the pale wheat ales, but something that you can drink during the colder months and drink during the warmer months. So
sure, exactly. Yeah, that's
even on like
something
Belgian would get too sweet after a point.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, something fairly neutral without being too dominant on any one particular flavor.
Yeah.
All right, you can welcome your people in. Sorry, Red.
You're right. You got EB in the house. What up? You've been drinking all day, my friend.
Oh, I thought you was about to drop an F-bomb.
You might
drop an F-bomb.
You might be the new drunken one tonight.
Oh, shit. Welcome home.
How'd everything go? You were throwing some beers back earlier.
Oh yeah, and I had some Fireball too.
Oh, you're ready to rock and roll.
Oh, I love that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, you do look a little tilt. I don't know you so much, but look at those eyes.
I should probably be to bed.
I like me some Fireball.
I should probably be to bed and not doing this, but I'm here.
Follow the bed.
We love you for that.
Follow the bed. Not again, damn it.
I once met our Fireball sales rep here in Cincinnati. We were out drinking. That is not always a good thing because it's like, you want another shot? You want no? All right, we got another shot.
I remember the first 3 hours, but then shit after that.
Yeah. So you got to sneak out of the bar where you're not noticed.
Oh, nice. The best ones are where they say, well, they told me I had a good time. I love those nights. What happened to my classes? Shit.
Yeah, dude, where's my car?
Yeah, right? Where's my
Luckily, I was out by the lake and not by a bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Shit.
You'll wake up in the van down by the river.
Yeah.
Hey, Rod, I thought that was just between you and me. Shh. Where's Paul when you need him?
So what are you drinking tonight? Are you still drinking?
No, I'm done tonight. I'm done.
Yeah.
High quality H2O.
You're in the safety of your own home now.
Yes, I'm at the safety of my own home. Well, I'm not really drunk or anything. It was out in the sun all damn day. That's what got me.
Yeah.
That power.
He was sweating out more than he was drinking.
You got one of the beaches or something, or you were at just an outside bar when I saw the pictures?
I was at my cousin's house. They got a house on the lake.
Okay.
Nice.
I saw somebody was worried about their children. I saw.
Yeah.
I saw a notice of where are my kids or something.
Oh, that was my cousin. She goes, "Where are my kids at?" I just gave a thumbs up.
Nice.
They're running beers right now.
Yeah, right? That's messed up. It's funny, but that's messed up. They're running beers.
It's like we were kids. As well, when I was a kid, before remotes came out, we had to be the remote and turn the channel.
Yeah, we were the remote.
But you had like 4 channels to choose from back then, though.
Yeah. Don't leave. I want you to switch to another one. Really? I got to stand here?
Right? Yeah. And then you got to turn that little dial behind the dial. You know, no, fix it.
Yeah.
Turn the antenna. How many of you had to go out and turn the antenna? You know, you might have to crank it.
So that's what you're saying. Where you had to be the antenna. Where you had to be the antenna.
The kids today will never know the struggle of rabbit ears.
Oh, really? All right. Hold your leg higher. What?
Exactly.
Hold your leg higher.
Yeah. Don't move.
Don't move.
Move the tinfoil. Move it.
Move to the right. Oh, too much.
That's it. Too much.
The good old tinfoil, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have tinfoil. Well, you couldn't get the UHF if you didn't have tinfoil.
And it didn't matter. Your picture was still shitty. It didn't make any difference.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, compared to today, yeah, it really was. Now it's like you're looking out your window. You know, it's like, what the hell?
I tell you what, HD does not do some people favors on TV now, though.
No, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I got a little flat screen to put up here in my little studio here, and yeah, I don't turn it on much. I was like, oh god damn, he's not so pretty. look at his nostril hairs.
You see him like on some of the shows when they're like talking, they're dribbling themselves. Like, you gonna wipe that spit off your lip? No one's gonna tell him he's got that spit there.
Don't tease
I know somebody's in his ear. I can see the thing in his ear.
I know. I've had some snuff on my lips before. I get done with the edit and it's like, shit, there's that piece of snuff right there. It's smokeless tobacco. I had that piece of snuff right there.
Somebody, you know, it's like, dude, you need to blow your nose right now. Yeah, he's somebody's friend. So what are you doing for the 4th, Eric? You grilling? You going out?
Well, I don't quite know just yet because I'm on call for work, and I might have to go into work through the up till about the 3rd because we don't work on the 3rd. So, don't work Monday or the Tuesday, but all our manufacturing facilities are going to be cut off on the 4th. So, I'm on call, so I might have to go in. But other than that. I don't really know what I'm doing.
You start putting
everything's been on there. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Rod.
Oh, no, I was just asking, start putting your computer together yet?
I got the parts yet there. I got to get the graphics card yet and the power supply. Other than that,
everybody that's been on has been on call for the 4th. Usually they delegate like the young folks with no families to do that. You know. That sucks to be on call on a holiday.
Yeah.
Of course, the good thing is, I guess, if you do get called in, you're making that time and a half or double time, or how's it go? You get double time on like the 4th if they call you in?
Yep.
Well, that's nice. I mean, it sucks, but the money's nice, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, like I say, they call on the young folks with no kid, with no family and stuff, you know, because they're most gullible.
People like Todd, the millennials, they usually call on.
Oh, you're having too much fun with that, Rod.
Tyler's, I'm not a millennial.
I was waiting for that tonight.
Hey, where are you now?
And I was going to go out there with it.
Yeah, it's a tough gig. That's a tough gig.
Yeah.
What, working on the 4th or being a millennial?
So there's places open on the 4th. I mean, I was at somewhere earlier. I went to go get beer earlier, and they're open on Tuesday the 4th. So, which makes sense. I mean, that's a big holiday for drinking.
Yeah.
I think most places are open on the 4th, aren't they?
And I looked in the cooler and I go, fuck, man, Bud Light.
I thought you were okay with Bud Light.
I am. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink Bud Light, but I don't buy it.
You're a Miller Lite guy, though, right?
Down here we call that wahoo. That's where you go in and you grab the 30-pack and you haul ass out the door. When you steal the beer or what? He said, I don't buy it. I drink the shit out of it.
I'm more of kind of a Miller drinker, but right now I got Keystone Light in the fridge. So
okay, just stick with the Budweiser. Stick with the Bud Light.
So
oh my god!
You bought this Keystone Light and it was out of date. Is that
yes,
what you said
I
earlier?
couldn't believe it.
Oh no! Like it wasn't bad enough.
I said, and they just done the can design a little while ago, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking them fuckers are passing beer off, trying to get rid of it here in a superstore.
So
and a
don't like
store in the Midwest up here too.
So Rod, maybe I'm a bad judge of character, but I consider you a smart guy. Why is
you used the words earlier?
I did that. Why is
vocabulary was off the chain earlier?
I know, right? Why is O'Doul's as expensive as craft beer?
I have no idea why that works out. I saw a thing
Isn't
earlier
that
on another
crazy?
non-alcoholic beer being the same thing, and I thought, why would it be the same? But I mean, unless it's because of the making of it, and
I guess it's hard to make beer that doesn't have alcohol.
I mean,
what?
it makes maybe I don't know what the process or whatever they're doing to make that, but you know, because it has a slight bit of alcohol, but it would take you like 25 or 30 O'Douls or something to really get hammered or something. I think
Right,
one time. Yeah,
It's only a 0.5%. Can you really get hammered off it?
Yeah,
it's like a 0.5%. Yeah, exactly. Right.
I mean, I think that maybe they put the price out there because, like, if you're dumb enough to drink it, we're going to charge you out the butt for it. So
No, I think the case is there's not. I think the case is that is not as many people buying it, so they're going to make their money while they can.
Yeah, supply and demand. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, I mean, you think of the math. You would have to drink 5 of those to be equivalent to one regular. I mean, one like beer. 5%. Yeah, you'd really have to try hard to catch a buzz off of that. If you drank 3 of them, maybe 15 of them, that'd be like drinking 3 beers. And still, how many people get drunk off or catch a buzz off of 3 beers? You'd have to drink a slew of them.
Yeah. Well, depending on what
especially how long
it is. I mean, if it's Miller Lite, it might take you a case.
Exactly. Yeah. I think they're like a 4.7 or something, not even 5. Yeah.
It's a good fishing beer.
Exactly.
But if you were drinking what I was drinking earlier with the 12% ABV, yeah, you'll get there.
Oh yeah. Well, that's like drinking. Yeah, that's like drinking 2.5 in one. I mean, I think in most normal beers it being like a 5%. Just an average, as just as an average or whatever. So yeah, that's like drinking 2.5 beers at once.
Yeah, I was at our local craft beer bar yesterday, and I had one of the best brown ales I think I've ever had. Oh man, it was so good.
Where were you at?
I live up here in Michigan.
Okay.
South of Lansing.
I used to live there a long time ago.
What beer was it, Barry?
I need to get a beer.
Shit.
What brewery were you at?
Pardon me?
What brewery were you at? What is the
Bad Brewing?
Bad, B-A-D-D? Bad, or 1D maybe?
No, 1D, B-A-D, 1D.
Bad Brewing, okay.
Yeah. And I can't remember what it was. I would have to go back and look, but man, it was by far one of the best brown ales I think I've ever had.
Sweet.
And I'm a brown ale fan. I was just like, oh my God, I got to get a growler of this. And I left my growler here.
Oh, hell. Right.
And I didn't want to spend another, I don't know, can't remember how much it was. I didn't want to spend that again just to get another growler, and then I'd have 2.
Yeah, exactly. So the growlers, do you kind of know what those usually cost? I mean, I hadn't done that before. I have, just as gifts people have given me, like, I guess there's 64 ounce maybe.
Yeah, ours is 64. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a couple that I've been gifted, and they're kind of cool because it goes through the whole brewing process, malt and water and blah blah blah. I'm a brewer and not a reviewer. No, really, I suck at reviewing. But so I've never been to a place where they fill them. Would they charge you quite a bit for those growlers there if you were going to take it home a container?
Yeah, up here they do. Now, Rod, I think, can get it for about half the price I can get it his refilled. But I go in and I get a refill for for 64 ounce whatever I want. Well, not really whatever I want. Depending on the alcohol level of the beer, it's usually around $15 for 64 ounces.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. For a fresh beer. Yeah. For a fresh beer, there's nothing wrong with that. Nice.
I can get most growler fills here about $8 to $9.
What?
8 or 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to pay. But I think up here the alcohol laws up here are kind of funny, and that's why when I say I get a refill for 15 and Rod says 8, I wonder if that's just how the beers.
But you guys get full taxes in Michigan.
Yeah, it very well could be. Yeah. I'm in Indiana, so I'm in between you and Rod. So it's like $8 or $9 here for most. Plus, it's like a really high ABV.
Right.
Then a lot of times you don't even get a growler. They don't even allow you to get a growler pour anyway.
And it's like that at any of the breweries around here. So it's right around $15.
Wow.
So we could get like a $15 would actually include the growler itself also, along with the pour.
Wow, nice.
But you can refill any growler at the places you go to. Like our places, we can bring any growler, and they'll usually don't have to buy theirs.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Most of every ones I've been to, they'll fill whatever. I mean, you can take one of those like Yeti growlers in there, and they'll fill that up.
Yeah.
God, a Yeti growler? Jesus, what is that, like $200 or something?
Right. I was just thinking the same thing when you said that.
I don't have one.
Right. No,
Well, it's like the place I bought beer at earlier.
What are you saying? Well, I'm sorry, Rad. What was he saying? He was talking about the Yeti growler, and I seen the video and didn't hear the audio. What do you have, a Yeti growler? What was that worth?
No, I don't have one. I'm just saying you can take them in.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. No, I'm just guessing, just being inquisitive.
Shit, no, I ain't that rich.
I know, right?
$70.
If I see one sitting out along the side of the road, I'm not just gonna let it sit on the side of the road either.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, the place I got beer earlier today, which I did a video on before that, Party Town. You can actually now buy pints when you walk around the store and shop. And
I've noticed
they have like 10 lines, so you can drink while you're shopping.
I noticed a lot of places around here are doing that too, like in Louisville.
Yeah.
Places are doing that in Louisville.
You think if anybody can get away with it, it'd be us in Texas. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah,
genius, because what would cause you to buy more stuff than drinking alcohol while you're buying stuff?
Well, yeah, that's the reason they give you free drinks in Nevada, in Las Vegas. I've never been there. I'm just guessing. You know, the more sauce you get, the more you're willing to depart with that dollar. You know.
We're gonna go in there and like get a pint and order a pizza while you're shopping. Like,
Well, now I know here you can, depending on the place you go into, there are little redneck bars and stuff. You can carry in a beer, no matter what the kind, no matter what the size. You can carry in a beer, but then after that, you have to buy their beer. Do y'all get away with that? Yeah.
I don't think you can come in with any beer.
We can't bring beer in. I know some states, like there was down in Tennessee, one of the bars down there, because they didn't have their beer license or whatever, people can bring their own beer. So we have one place here that serves barbecue, and you can bring your own beer to that because they don't serve alcohol. But if they serve alcohol, yeah, you can't bring it in.
Right. Well, as long as it's only a beer bar, no spirits. But as long as it's a beer bar, you can carry in one, and you can carry out whatever you like. You can buy a 6-pack at the bar and carry it out. And of course, it's at their prices, so who does that? But at 2 o'clock in the morning, the thirsty guy might spend, $2.75 a beer to carry out a 6-pack.
Yeah. We have bar. I know one bar here that you can buy at the bar and take stuff out, but we also have Amazon beer delivery in Cincinnati.
What?
So
Holy
go
crap!
online and order it. They have the beer at your house within an hour and a half.
Shut up! Oh my God, right? That's
working with a lot of local craft breweries when they're doing it too, which is
nice. Man, that's where it's an ATM at a titty bar. I mean, come on.
Hey, Drunk One.
Yes, sir.
Are you in Austin?
No, I'm about 40 miles north of Houston. It's a township called Cut and Shoot.
Well, I remember you saying the other night, but I couldn't remember. I was thinking Austin.
Yeah. And it's not like
we have
it's something to do with cattle and they're cutting their nads or whatever. I don't know.
Now we have a local
it's true.
Pizza place that's about to open that's going to do beer delivery.
Nice.
Also,
that's unheard of.
Yeah, so you can get a pizza and they'll deliver beer to you.
Nice. No, I'm in. Around here, there's a daiquiri place, and I guess the law makes it to where it's not really open container. It's like you get it in like a regular old, like a styrofoam. I haven't been there. I've heard though anyway. So they give it to you in a styrofoam glass. It's got a lid on it. They put a straw in there, but because the straw has the paper on top of it, it's not considered open container. Now, as soon as you take the paper off of the straw, then it's considered open container. But you can drive through and get a full-blown daiquiri around the lake area, Lake Conroe. They're pretty close to my house. So they're legal, and I don't know. It seems kind of shady to me, but they're able to serve you a daiquiri, a frozen daiquiri, through your car window. You know, right? And you're thinking drinking and driving. What? You know, but I swear to God, it's true. I wish I was making this up.
So if you get pulled over, and as long as your straw has the paper on it, it's okay.
I think so. I don't know exactly, but hey, if they're able to sell it that way, then okay. I think so. I don't know.
So that means you need to just keep extra straws in your car.
Yeah. You go ahead, take a big sip, put you another straw in there, still got the paper on it, right? That man's thinking. I like your idea. That's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that.
That sounds pretty shady there.
And I swear to God, it's true. Yeah, you can't make this up. Yeah, some of the best stories are the true ones. They really are, you know? Some of the best stories are the true ones.
Sounds like I need to move to Texas.
Oh, it's crazy here. Yeah. It's wild. It's not quite like you might see in the movies or whatever with the tumbleweeds and the cactus and shit, but it's pretty wild here. It's anything goes pretty much, you know.
Yeah, my mother-in-law.
Is the Haskell
What's that?
Is the Haskell football that?
Oh yeah,
that intense. Yeah, intense in Texas.
Yeah, it's serious business here. Yeah, it's serious business.
Yeah, my nephew plays football in Dallas, so yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah. People live for that
Indiana,
shit.
Indiana's kind of the same with Haskell basketball. So that's why I was wondering. I wasn't sure. You know, you see it in the movies and TV shows all the time. So I was wondering.
Okay, that part's true. That part's true. Yeah. The parents are building little soldiers when it comes to playing football. You know. We got our family pride to have, you know, that we're taken care of here. They take it pretty serious. Yeah. Texas is one of the few states where it's still, because it hasn't been taken off the books, you can be hung from the nearest tree for cattle rustling. It hasn't been taken off the books yet, so it's still legal. I don't know how much it happens, but I swear to God, it's legal. Hung from the nearest tree for stealing somebody's cow. I swear to God, it's true. And if you ever come down here, don't trespass on a property that has purple fence posts. They're purple marked down their trees. Purple is kind of a universal sign for no trespassing, and you should know it if you live here. Don't trespass on somebody's place. Although their pond out there looks like it's just full of fish, don't go fishing there if they got purple fence posts. Go talk to the guy first, and he'll probably let you in.
That'd be. Hey, you walk out your front door and you see your neighbor hanging from the tree. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. I haven't seen that yet, but yeah, we're not so angry and so hateful or whatever. But it's just a matter of you better make friends with them first. You know, if you're a newcomer to a party maybe or whatever, and everybody's chilling out by the fire. You might stand on the outskirts a little bit and get noticed by somebody that might be there that knows you. You kind of want to be welcomed in. Dude, if it was back to the old cowboy Indian days, I'd either be a gunslinger or I'd be dead because they shoot people at shit like that. You know?
But if you're a gunslinger, that is a possibility.
I'm a bit too boisterous for most folks, and I don't speak exactly the language like Eric Glassman is from up north in Michigan. I used to live in Michigan, and so and I moved down here in my like 6th grade year of schooling, and so I didn't pick up a lot of the lingo. I don't have a lot of the slang that they do, and they kind of look at me a little weird. Although I've been living here so long, I still don't speak the old Texas language, and I don't speak, you know. I don't swear so much, and so and I got the better vocabulary than some of them, and so I'm intimidating, and So yeah, I have to mind my manners, and the more drunk I get, the more shit I talk. And some people don't like me around here. You know? Like
He's in big pants for work.
You don't like it, you either get the fuck out of here or we'll rumble.
I know, right? Yeah. Sometimes like, well, I better just mosey on, by golly. Maybe it's time I go.
I think I'm pouring out my welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, Texas is kind of weird because I have family in Dallas, my mother-in-law and her family there. And I've been to Houston, but Dallas and Houston aren't fans of each other.
No, they never have been. No, they sure haven't been. Yeah.
People in Houston consider people in Dallas kind of uppity, and people in Dallas consider people in Houston kind of a bit lower down on the scale, I guess. But
I don't know. I think of Houston. I think of big money and big corporations and stuff. We have slum. I mean, everybody has slums in their big cities, but there's quite a bit of slums and then from Houston on down to Galveston, it's just so overwhelmed with people. There's just too many people living down there, and they're a bunch of hard asses, to be honest. I don't even like to drive down that way because just everybody's a prick to everybody else. Everybody wants to step on everybody else's toes, and that's really not the Texas way. If you get like you start heading north out of Houston and you even just 30-40 minutes out of Houston, and you get off the beaten path a bit. You get back into where there's country folks and you can find some nice cafes where there and there's ranches and stuff like that, and they'll feed you well. You're taken care of, and if you stay around there at all, you'll be friends with them. You wait in line at the gas station in some of these country places, and everybody knows everybody. So you're only third back in line, but it's going to take you 15 minutes to get up to the counter because, well, how about Aunt Martha, and how is she doing anymore,
that would drive me crazy.
Yeah, right. And I'm just trying to get my six pack here. Come on.
Damn it, Myrtle. Come on, move it along.
Right?
My beer's getting cold or warm, damn it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, we're really friendly, but yeah, don't step on somebody's toes, and you better mind your manners. It is pretty much the way it goes. And well, it should be that way everywhere. It really should be.
That should be easy words of wisdom growing up, right? That's how it used to be.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, it's what we all should have learned years ago. Respect others and mind your manners. And that doesn't happen a lot of times, a lot of other places, but. Yeah, so Houston is it's a big city, and they're all assholes there, and all about themselves, and I'll step on your toes, and come on, man.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah, you just 30 miles north, and it's a whole different world, it seems, and wildflowers and country bumpkins, and people selling watermelon and honey on the side of the road. Good people.
I told her to do not stand on the side of the road anymore.
Who's that? I thought you were talking about somebody you knew, right? We got some girls down here. We got some dirty legs down here, as they call them. Yeah.
Speaking of
everywhere has dirty legs. Doesn't matter what state you go to.
Speaking of Texas and kind of like some of the Southern type stuff and the old movies that we talked about earlier. I ended up watching Smokey and the Bandit again the other day. It was on TV. that still makes me laugh as well.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, good stuff. What happened to those days of good movies? I mean, it seems corny now, but that was fun back in the day. The old trucker lingo and stuff that they had going on. And
as a kid growing up, Convoy was probably my favorite movie for the longest time.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, gosh, you're showing your age.
Rubber Ducky.
You're showing your age there.
Yeah,
no, I'm with you. How old are you, Rod?
48.
Okay. Hey, really?
Yeah.
How sweet.
Yeah.
My birthday is July 12th. Every year, July 12th. I was born in '69, so I'm about to be 48.
Well, there you go. Right there.
Yeah. July 12th is my birthday, and so I'm coming up on my 48th.
Yeah.
That's why we have so much in common.
There you go. Yeah.
So you're a Cancer?
No, my birthday was in March. I'm Pisces.
Oh, I see. I don't know anything about it. I'm just trying to make conversation here.
No. but Donna's a Cancer. She was a Cancer.
Oh, shut your face. Yeah, that one. Oh my God. Yeah, where's she at? Bring on the scotch. Holy crap. She was cool. Rod, she was cool at first. I kind of envied her because she seemed she had a good vocabulary. She seemed interesting enough, and then she just all turned south after. And then I don't know how many shots she had of that stuff, but oh my God! Then she started repeating herself, and then she went off into that long-winded ass thing. And remember when she got? She's not looking right. Remember when she got muted?
Yeah.
I don't know who did that.
I didn't know what happened there either. Yeah.
I don't know who did that, Rod.
Did I miss something?
To be honest, I thought when I muted her, I thought it was it's just what I was seeing. I didn't realize I had muted her to the whole room, and then I couldn't figure out how to unmute her.
Well, once you mute somebody, only they can unmute themselves.
Oh yeah, I did. I just thought, okay, this bitch is crazy. I thought this bitch is crazy like the glue, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I don't want to hear it, and so I muted it, and I thought, well, I'm not the moderator, so I'm muting her out of my view. No, I muted her out of the whole room, and somebody went right. Somebody went out to the bathroom, and they come back and was like, well, what just happened?
Yeah, that was me when I came back. I didn't know what happened. Why I couldn't hear. Yeah.
I must have missed something at some point, gentlemen.
The funniest thing I was telling Rod was everybody's expressions when she went into that right there that night. It's like everybody's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I mean, oh man, because she was doing some Star Spangled Banner, long ass. What the hell was that? We're talking about beer, and I know Rod wasn't gonna shut her down. So at one point, excuse me. At one point, I was trying to be as kind and as gentle as I can, and I said, well, this is not what we're doing here. We're talking about beer, Maybe you're on the wrong channel. Because Rod's a good guy. Look at this. Rod's a good guy, and he's not going to shut the bitch down. She's crazy like the glue, and I didn't realize that at first. I was kind of on her side, and I was like, yeah, Donna for president. And then she kept going and going, and it was like, shut this crazy bitch up. For God's sakes, make her stop.
But wait, you still talked to her till 5 a.m. that night, though, right?
Oh no, we were hanging out. There was others in the room, and about 3 o'clock she finally got off. About 3 o'clock she finally got off, and then we sat around and talking about her for another 2 hours or so.
Yeah. No, she's a good person, but I think that whiskey definitely had an impact.
Yeah, I think so. Somebody named Donna.
She hasn't been. It was the first time meeting. You haven't met her before, Eric.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. That's what she was saying.
She's a friend with me. She's a friend with me and Paul.
I'm not saying she was a bad person, but she was.
No, we had some type of hard political slant that night. It was like.
I thought you had your special guest Cindy on there.
Oh no! So that's. I was on a different chat, and now I don't know if you know any of the people I'm about to tell you about. Have y'all ever heard of? I know y'all are reviewers or sorts of whatever. Hapless Ginger Brew.
Yeah, Hapless. Yeah.
Okay, Hapless. Okay. How about Baldy at Baldy Adam at Baldy's Homebrew?
No.
Adam is a home brewer, went professional, and there was several other people in that room, and it's like I don't think Don Osborne. Anyway, there was a bunch of my YouTube heroes in this room, and so Adam invites Cindy Ben into the room. Right? And so we thought this was all going to be great. Well, see, Graham Hapless Ginger Brew, he's a computer nerd guy. Well, he made it seem as if she was entered the room. Now she had no video, but she had the icon. It had the icon, and it was pulsing and stuff. And there was some feedback, and we're trying to talk Cindy into shut the other screen, and everybody was going to give her time to give this 45-minute rant. We're guessing. Yeah. Come to find out, it was freaking hapless Ginger Brew, that son of a bitch, that made it look like she had entered the room. It was, and Adam was so pissed off about that. That was just like last night. Not last night. This all happened last night. I drank a lot. So anyway, but he made it look like she had entered the room, and like I said, there was some squawk and some feedback and shit. So there's the icon of her, and the whole thing is doing it as if she's talking, That son of a bitch made it look like she had entered the room.
Well,
Adam was brilliant.
Man Bear Pig said he was in that room.
Man Bear Pig was there. Yeah, Man Bear. Again, I drink a lot. Yeah. But all my homebrew heroes are in there. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Wait, am I actually in this chat tonight?
Yes, sir. Am I really here? Yeah, Cindy Ben hasn't been back around in a while, so.
That's a good thing.
I don't know. She came to my video and she drove up views and commented. So I was like, keep commenting. You're driving up the views on my channel.
Exactly. Yeah. And she's got to be cutting and pasting this stuff because these are just long ass.
Well, in between playing with her dolls, she cut and pasted this stuff. Yeah.
I know, right? Well, and I did too. I researched a little bit, and she's pushing her dolls and baby strollers and shit. And it's like, why are you even bothering us?
She's like 50-something-year-old woman or something.
Is she now? Okay.
Yeah, I looked her up. She's actually got an Urban Dictionary term written about her.
You said that last week.
Yeah. There's a term called Cindy Bend. On an Urban Dictionary, yeah. And supposedly she's from Czechoslovakia, they think, and moved over here. But there's also rumors if it's just one person that portrays to be her too. But she says the same thing all the time.
Yeah, well, to be honest,
I mean, she comes on stuff, but she says stuff all the time, and it's like she says, I've been fighting this thing for 15 years, and Paul was like, wait a minute, she was on my thing 4 years ago saying she'd been fighting for 15 years.
I kind of take it as a compliment. That's like getting tossed into the dumpster when you're getting initiated or whatever. If you haven't been spammed by her at least once, then you're not a real brew tuber.
Well, I got some guys that are asking. They're hoping she hits their channel. It helps their views.
Yeah, exactly. It sure can't hurt.
And where is a bad?
This is one y'all was talking about here about a month ago, is it?
Yeah.
It was like.
That's when I did
creeping up on everybody.
We did a troll video back then. Yeah.
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 What you talking about? Some big religious nut or something?
She's a Mormon. Supposedly.
She's something.
Hey, that's enough.
and for some reason, she thinks that we're all smoking weed, and she always puts it in capitals. Y'all are on the weed.
She always says the weed people killed her channel. Like, why are you going through the beer people? That's the weed people you should be talking about.
Yeah. I quit smoking weed a long time ago.
Yeah. Of course, if Cindy smokes some weed, she probably calmed down.
Right? Yeah. Leave us alone. Shit. It's just dumb. Then there was a couple of pricks.
What's that?
There to follow. Is that an article about her?
I guess somebody put an article out there on the internet about her.
I'll have to watch that later. I'll have to read it later.
Nice.
Yeah, when I looked at her before, when she first popped up, I checked it out. I had like 3 pages that came up on Google, or 3 different things. I mean, the list ran that long. It was like, you on the bottom, like after 10, it's like page 2. It went down to page 3. Yeah, age 53, Illinois. We could have Eric go take one for the team and go visit her.
Hey, she's right in Illinois.
Supposedly she is married though, but I can't imagine what her husband goes through.
Oh,
yeah, really. Poor sap.
That would be an interesting conversation.
He's probably like, please let me work on the holiday. Please let me work.
Like, God, I hope this holiday is during the week.
Oh, come on, Rod. She's got one whole subscriber.
Is that what she has now on her channel?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She had more than that at one point.
Only one subscriber?
You got one subscriber. I wonder why. It is CINDYBIN.
That's it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm seeing one subscriber. Yeah, I am looking her
Rod?
up on Bing. I'm looking her up on Bing, and oh yeah, she's the Cindy Ben's bin. Oh yeah, she got her dolls and her cats there.
There's an even better link I posted out there.
Oh, there it is.
Weight loss story. Cindy's weight loss story. That's awesome. And recipes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You go to Urban Dictionary and you put in Cindy bin. If you go to Urban Dictionary, you put in Cindy bin. It says a Yahoo message board troll seeks out any message board discussing marijuana, alcohol, or carbohydrate intake. Believes science is faith based.
Yes, sir. I'm there with you. Yeah. I'm there with you. That's funny. Not even in moderation. Marijuana, alcohol, right? Oh my Jesus!
Oh, that's just the first one. There's a second definition. I don't want to read.
A Yahoo troll with huge thighs and tiny. Here it says a Yahoo troll with huge thighs and tiny little titties. Oh my Jesus, that's funny.
Really say that?
I don't have to be known for being drunk in one, but I don't want to be in the Urban Dictionary for being a troll. That's
go back to 2005 also.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'll close out of that. I got enough right away.
You think about it, that's kind of impressive, though, right?
Oh yeah,
it kind of sort of is in its own creepy, weird way. Yeah, that's impressive, I guess, in its own creepy, weird way.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if the internet knows you, yeah, that's pretty impressive. She made a name for herself, all right. Then again, so is Monica Lewinsky.
Kind of the equivalent. That's kind of equivalent to the olden days of having your picture posted at the post office, right?
Exactly, right. 10 Most Wanted,
So in 2012, a mother said marijuana saved her son's life, and she was pushing that it should be legalized. And I guess Cindy Ben responded to that too.
All right, Rad. Now I'm wondering who's talking who.
But you respond to a mother whose his life was saved, and you're going to try to go and attack her.
Right.
Oh Lord.
Forget about it.
That's silly. Okay, yeah, I clicked into the other. Yeah, age 53, smiling pleasantly. Right. Oh Lord. Okay, I'll save that for.
Yeah. What happened?
Uh-oh.
The drunken one fall off?
He fell off. Unless he hit the wrong hex.
Oh, you might got hexed by Cindy.
Yeah, fucking around with it.
I just know we talked about it one night and everything started going wrong with the computer before. It's that Mormon magic.
The curse.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go by one of our local breweries tomorrow to meet up with one of the guys and talk about some stuff.
Or as what?
Well, I went on that tour last week. I just put a blog post up about the tour. I went on that Craft Connection tour, and he works at one of the breweries. We'll probably catch up, learn some more stuff about his company and everything. So I might do a feature on the blog about him. There he is.
Do you get a lot of people that reach out to you for that type of stuff?
Not a lot. I mean, I've had a couple people reach out. I mean, for as long as I've been doing the YouTube and all that kind of stuff, nothing really big. I mean, 2 weeks ago, Polliner reached out to me, but I haven't seen anything yet from them. But some of the local places have.
much of anybody like sending you free shit or anything?
Nah, not much. I mean, I had the one from down where Drunken was in Texas. The one I did a piece on one of the releases up here. Their bourbon barrel. They gave me some of that stuff to check out, but most of the time, not as much. I mean, which is fine. I mean, I have no problem buying it and stuff, but
no, I wouldn't mean that. I was kind of going in one direction.
Like the post,
I was kind of going in one direction without mentioning anybody's names.
Oh yeah, like the post I did on the tour I went on last week. At the end of the post, I disclosed, they actually had me on there as a complimentary to ride on this, so that people knew and everything. But if people offer you beer, what are you gonna do?
Take what? Hey, right, exactly.
Beer.
Just focused on the.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking today. I'm not gonna take that.
Yeah.
I just looked at comments. Did you see Man Bear Peg is in there? Do you know Man Bear Peg 112233445?
I know he watches.
No, I know this is silly.
I know he watches a good amount of
time. Oh no. He's one of the BrewTube guys.
Okay.
Send your link again, please.
Let's see here. Is he trying to come in?
I think so. He said he was just in the room. He says, "Damn drunken one can fucking talk, man." Ha ha ha. No, he's a good guy. No, he's a good guy.
No, he was in a room. He was in a room you were talking about.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, he's all right. I vouch for him. I won't do that for a lot of folks, but no, I'll vouch for him. No, he's all right. No, he's a good guy. No, he's a homer. He said I was in that room. I'm not sure how long ago that was, because I haven't been focused on that screen. I got them like separated, and I'm watching you, not that. I haven't seen it pop up. Have you sent it? I'm not real good. I'm trying to work it though.
I'm trying to work it. You work in the club? Trying to work it?
I'm still here. I'm just making dinner tonight. Okay, no video chat for me. Okay, no.
Oh, okay.
He's here, but he's got things to do. He's doing other things. Okay. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Where's he?
That's all good.
Where are you at, Man Bear Pig?
He is in. I want to say he is in Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, he's a California guy. One way or another, he's on that side. He's over here. Yeah, no, he's a brewer. He's got logical mind. Okay. I don't want to talk just about him because, boy, he's listening. No, he's all right. No, he's all right.
Going on 2.5 hours. They're still lighting fireworks, by the way.
Are they now? Yeah. Where is everybody? Usually your room is full of creepy crawlies, and where's Paul?
I just did a pop-up thing. I didn't send it to everybody for the most part.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I did at San Diego, California, he says.
Okay, cool. Most people were out and about, so. Well, he's out there where Holly is in San Diego then.
Yeah, right. They're drinking together.
Yeah. Holly does pretty good on her channel.
She did, yeah. I gave her a little shout out. I did a little shout out video, and hopefully it helped her. She does a good job. I like her style. I really do. Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out earlier, Eric. By the way,
no problem. Where's Nitch been?
She's working on a new project that they're making T-shirts. She's out of Mexico right now.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
She had an artist design a thing, and they're making new shirts that they're looking to actually possibly bring to market. Over in the UK, guys, on their message board, she had sent a picture of it to see what we thought about it and everything. And I think she's going to try to start getting that marketed out there. She's going to probably come back to video at some point, but I think she was kind of frustrated a little bit of not somehow. I guess she got blocked or monetized. I know you mentioned it earlier, Eric, on your video.
Mm-hmm.
When they say you have 1,000 subscribers, I know in the U.S. you just have to hit at least $100 in earnings. All to give to have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Before they give you money, but over there in France, each country sets their own level. I think when she was, he had to have over 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, hell. Yeah.
Which was funny because she just got noted as one of the viewers on that piece I put out there.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Plus, I seen she's getting some recognition within the beer community. I can tell that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Well, she did that whole 10 question things, and that so much blew up.
Well, plus it helps that she's a woman too, and there's not very many of them. There's one as drunk as poo, which I just subscribed to her.
Yeah,
and then she's Holly, and then there's what is it? Oh, there's Tanya.
Well, New Zealand's beer babe just came back finally.
Who's Tanya?
Tanya Mikowski. She's out in California, in San Fran.
Yeah, San Francisco area. And the other one was drunk as poo. I think she's out of I want to say Nevada. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
No, she's a lot of fun. I was one of her first subs, I think. You know, and she doesn't. Okay, last I knew. Oh, my notes. Yeah, like I said, I gave her that little shout out. Last I knew, she only had 138 subs. So she's fairly fresh.
I was gonna say, yeah, I haven't heard of her before.
It'll help that she's a woman. I will say that.
No, and not to mention she's pretty easy on the eye.
Yeah, she is. Yes.
I mean, not don't take it the wrong way.
No, I'm not. I'm just it's the truth. It's
Cows. Okay, how you spell the Mikowski thing? Tanya
Makowski.
Oh, like okay. Oh,
like Mikowski.
I thought we liked you, Rod. Yeah, you're killing me, asshole.
Killing me.
Drinking in that double chocolate.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
That's a classic
movie. It's one of the greatest movies ever.
How can I have some more of something if I didn't get it before? It's s'mores. You're killing me, Smalls. You take the cracker, you put on the marshmallow, you put on the That's one of the greatest movies, kids' movies, baseball.
One of the greatest movies. It doesn't matter, kids or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, some lady signed it. Some Baby Ruth. Babe Ruth? You know her?
Forever.
Great Bambino.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get that.
I love that kid's hat. He's wearing that big old Bill fishing hat when he's out there trying to play with him.
And the dad was Dennis Leary, I think, in that movie, the stepdad.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Classic movie. That's another one of his own. I can sit there and watch that too. He says, why didn't you just knock on the door? We told you we should have knocked.
The Beast.
So what do you think is your best sports movie you've ever seen?
Oh.
I love 42 and Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Remember the Titans? Yeah. I'm not a movie watcher, but I've seen Remember the Titans. Yeah, that was good.
I thought Radio was pretty good, although that wasn't
Radio was really good. Yeah, that was good too.
Radio is really good. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I think Remember the Titans might be that's the one I can watch over and over again. And
yeah, Remember the Titans.
Yeah,
I'll still be just as entertained with it.
Hoosiers is pretty good.
I Field of Dreams.
Hoosiers is a classic. Rudy's a classic too.
Yeah.
Rudy is classic, yeah. This is awesome. I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodness.
Of course, Hoosiers. I gotta like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't fucking spell.
It's MAKOWSKI. How you spell it, Tom?
Just like it sounds.
You don't know any Polish people, do you?
I don't. No, I know a bunch of rednecks. There's a bunch of Bubbas around here. You say Bubba, you scream Bubba. Every some bitch in the bar is looking your way. I don't know, that's true.
He ain't joking. He ain't joking.
All right. You can't make this shit up.
You know who does good beer reviews, but isn't on usually that much? Like he does once a week is like Alcohol by Volume.
Okay.
He does a good. I think he's out of Florida now, but he does some pretty good reviews.
Yeah.
I do a pretty good review. You should check out my channel sometime.
Yeah. Todd Red coming soon. I think Hammerhead gets trolled a lot with his videos. But he does good videos, but he's always getting thumbs down. I think someone's trolling him.
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead beer reviews. He's over in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like his reviews.
If I actually did a channel, I'd probably have like 1 subscriber.
What would it be just?
Hey, I almost have 500.
I'm almost at 300.
I think. Didn't you surpass 300?
No, I'm like 298. I'm just hanging out. I get somebody that leaves one day, comes back the next or something.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, I'll stay on next time.
But if you pull up NZ Beer Babe, she's over in New Zealand. She does beer. She's came back, started doing beer reviews. What's-it-call's wife used to do beer reviews, but then she stopped. Oh, Simon's wife.
Oh. Yeah.
I need to catch up on DJ's beer reviews too.
I like William Geist's beer reviews. I do. I like his style.
I'm trying to get him coordinated to come on with us, but he's on a different time usually. He's out in Iowa.
Oh, is he?
And so we've talked about getting together on stuff, but he's like, I think he works at nights when we're usually doing stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, he would be interested in doing it if we get it coordinated, he said. Yeah, guys,
About
a real good.
on the weekend.
Yeah, that could be something too, yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting, that piece that I put out there, if there'll be more people trying to do beer reviews now.
Drink this, bitches.
I saw a YouTube, I don't even know if it's been several years ago. Some guy was doing like the top 15 beer reviewers.
Yeah.
Of course, Greg's beer review was on there, and Jay was on there. He was like number 12.
Oh, really? Jay was on there too? Okay.
Yeah.
What list was that?
It was just a random. I just like randomly searched on YouTube. If you just put like a top beer reviewers on there,
yeah,
there's like a guy that was like reviewing all the top beer reviewers on that list.
Nice. Jay's got like 7,000 or something followers somewhere on there.
Wow.
Average Basement Beer says Average Joe does good reviews on his non-existent channel. I agree. Just like Todd.
Average Joe needs a fucking channel, man. That guy's a hoot, man. He's all right. Yeah,
Average Joe and myself, maybe we should get together and do our own channel.
That's right.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Joe's all right. Yeah, Joe's a smart guy.
Hey, Rod, I'll look that video up again. If I find the link for it, I'll send it to you.
I gotta give me some Fireball, damn it.
Oh God. Oh.
You were like, oh hell. Oh, wait, that's.
Hey, Rod, you're on twice now, buddy.
Yeah, good old Google Plus screwing up. Good old Google Plus screwing up again.
Never.
Yeah, I'm on there twice now. Right.
On your own show.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, when that happens.
Well, I guess I'll wrap this down. It's like, what, 2.5 hours or so?
Yeah.
Anybody want to give any shout outs or anything? The other day, they were like, Eric's not here. You can't do his He's doing the PSA. But I had to shut it down because I couldn't get in anyway because of the rant that was taking place. So.
No way. What happened there?
What did you say? You suck at it, lots LOL.
You like that?
You do good on your show.
I don't think so. I'm my own worst critic.
I should get together with you and at least do like a sports commentator show after the game, like on Sundays or something, Sunday nighs. Do like a sports.
The Tigers are. Oh,
we
Jesus
should do like when the football season starts, do an NFL wrap-up show.
Yeah. I actually watch a lot of Sunday night football.
Yeah.
So.
Well, depending who's playing, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
What the heck? Basement Beer says, shout out to Donna. Joe is the best and the worst all at the same time.
Ooh.
Basement
Right.
Brian's Joe, though. Yeah.
I think Albano Rhino was on that top 20 list also.
Yeah.
He should be. He does a lot of stuff out there, too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's been doing it a while, so.
Yeah. Well, he was on your hangout just a couple nights ago, eh?
Yeah, he was on there Thursday night. He was on there with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been doing a few of these hangouts, and they kind of all blend together. And yeah, he was there. He was petting his dog. He was there for a minute, and then he just did the whole no video thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he and Joe are both on that one.
I'm going to skedaddle here, guys, so have a good night, everyone.
Take care, boss.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. Do you want me to do my PSA before I leave?
Yeah, do your PSA, because then I'm going to stop the broadcast. And we can still hang out and drink. I was going to shut the broadcast down because I don't know if the viewership went up now. I'm like, what the hell?
Did it go up?
Somebody said
Yeah, we're at 4 now. Well, I'm one of them, but we're at 4.
Damn.
Wait, watching and participating?
Cindy Ben must have just popped on here.
It's been kind of slow tonight.
Shit.
There's been no controversial really stuff happening.
I know, right?
So, I don't have Tom and Jay fighting. I don't have Donna on here. It's kind of just like kind of mellow flow for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I say. Where's the freaks and the crazies?
Paul's out here to get people riled up. So.
All right, guys, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver, guys, because you guys know you're going to be in the slammer for a while and you're going to get court fees and impossible prison time, all that BS. Just sleep off your buzz, get an Uber, taxi, Lyft, something. Just sleep off your buzz and get your car the next day.
Cheers. I'll drink to that. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask you earlier. So who was better out of Coors and Keystone Light? Coors Light and Keystone Light.
To me, the Coors tasted better, but for the trade-off for the price, I just go Keystone. But that's just me, and
Yeah.
I'm a adjunct lager drinker anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, Basement Beer says.
What's Keystone run in your area?
say that one more time.
It costs you in your area for Keystone.
Usually $1.09 for a 24-ounce can.
I mean, like for a 24 or 30 pack. Can you get 30 packs there?
I cannot. I can only get 15 packs, and
Why would
there's
you want a 30 pack at Keystone Light?
That screams
I
beer
would buy it if they had it.
I mean, I know about buying in bulk, it reduces overall, but 30-pack of Keystone Light?
That sounds like beer pong to me, baby. That's beer pong with the young ones.
I can get a 15-pack with tax and deposit for about $8.50 for a 15-pack.
$8.50.
Wait, for 15 pack?
Wow.
Yeah. But the $1.50 I'll get back when I return the cans.
Because in Michigan, they can return cans. They get money back.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
exactly. Nice. That makes it super cheap, actually. So, yeah,
But
it is what
selling
it is.
Keystone Light.
Right, it is what it is. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Just drink what
Can you not get them in a 24 pack?
I can, but they're few and far between. You gotta know someone who has a 24-pack of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We get 30 packs of Bush here, and I think they're about $20, just over $20. And as best I remember, I haven't drank. To be honest, I haven't drank a Bush in a while. But last time I remember, it was just over $20 for a 30-pack. There is no deposits here in Texas, but so that's that sounds cheap. He's getting them for like $8 about $16 30 if you want to do the math on it a bit because they're 15s, but. Yeah, so it's $16.30 is pretty damn cheap.
I can get a 30-pack of hams for $12. Well, that's before deposit. It's like $12.99.
Wow. Yeah.
That's about what they run here.
We're just now getting hams down here. I've seen them, and I don't hate them. It is what it is. The beer like that has its place, and yeah, if you're just looking for cheap and easy and a lot more beer, every beer has its place. And hams isn't a bad beer. I dig it. It's all right. Yeah. I like it better than the Bush, I think, And I was an avid Bush drinker for the longest time before I started homebrewing. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with hams.
I
think they're like $3.99 for a 6-pack of Tall Boys of the 16 ounce. So like $3.99. That reminds me of the good old days of it used to be $2.99 back when I remember like that. It's $2.99 for a 6-pack of Tall Boys, and how you get that in a pack of cigarettes for under $5, and you were good to go.
Yep.
That's been a while ago, though.
That has been a while ago.
That's been a while ago. Yeah. So $3.99 a 6-pack of Tall Boys is still pretty fair, even today's standards. All right. Well, good night, Eric.
All right. Good night, fellas. Take care.
You take care, buddy. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How does is it on just alcohol, or is it on like regular sodas and stuff too for aluminum?
Yeah, it's on. What you do, like if I'm buying like a pop or beer or something, and I buy the deposit so I can take that back to encourage recycling, so I can take it back and get my 10 cents back.
So that's all he charges, the 10 cents up front?
What's that?
Yes, they do.
Only charge you 10 cents up front when you're buying it?
Yep.
Well, I see them on the cans all the time, like 10 cents or whatever for Michigan. And
exactly.
It is, but I didn't know exactly how that worked.
Yeah. So they charge you at the beginning when you buy the thing, but you get your money back. So you don't see cans on the side of the road because cans are dimes, and who's going to leave a dime on the side of the road? Where here in Texas, you see all kinds of crap in cans on the side of the road because nobody cares. It's like $3 for a pound of aluminum cans. Where there now you collect cans and hell, you got money. It's 10 cents a piece. They're dimes on the side of the road. And people don't leave dimes. So it
is a dime a can then.
Literally, yes. And you'll pay for it in your purchase price. I remember because I used to live there. And then when you bring them back, you get your money back. So you're saving the money. But yeah, they initially charge you at the purchase.
So if you're buying a case of something and they're charging you $2.40.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, sir. Exactly. But you don't see a can.
It probably seems like a dumb question, but I never really actually realized how that worked.
I don't think a lot of people realize how it works who don't have a deposit system like that.
Yeah.
So if your case of Miller Lite, let's say, is $17.99 plus $2.40 on top of that, but you get that back.
Yep, it's about a case of Miller Lite here is about $20.
Where do you take your cans back to get that money back? Is it a recycling place, or you take them back to the store, or how does that work?
Back to up here we have like Myers. It's like a Publix down south or Winn-Dixie or somewhere like that.
I remember Myers.
We have a Myers here. We have Myers here.
Yep. And they got their own special room. Well, not special. It's just a room where you just go in, you feed your cans in a machine, and it spits out when you're done. It spits out a receipt, and you go into the store and buy what you need. And you use that for as part of your purchase.
What happens if you're taking back like 24 open and you get pulled over? Do they cite you for being like an open container?
Yep.
They will. Really?
Yes.
I never thought of that aspect of it. That's fucked up. That ain't right. I'm recycling. I'm trying to do my part.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if it is.
I never thought about that part, but yeah, what?
they can if you get pulled over. Say if you have open containers in your vehicle, even though it's still in the box or you got to tie it off or something, it's still considered an open container, and you will get ticketed.
It's only an open container if there's alcohol in there, right? If it's an empty can.
No, if it's empty too, it's considered an open container.
But it's not in it to be opened. It's empty.
I think that's more of a judgment call there. I'm not sure. If you can tell somebody's obviously bringing in a bunch of empty cans, then I think that's a judgment call on the cop. Now, if your can is on the floorboard and you're driving and it's still cold and there's condensation on it, well, maybe he was drinking that. I think that's a judgment call. I could be wrong, but yeah, I mean, as the law breaks it down, yes, it is an open container, but I think that's kind of a judgment call. I could be wrong.
The only reason I know that's because my cousin, back when he first started driving, he was taking some bottles back, and some of them happened to be beer bottles, and he got an open container ticket. Even though the bag he had in was tied off.
That ain't right. No.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
I don't know if the cop was just being a dick or, had a bad day or something or what.
Yeah, he needs to get laid.
They could be.
But that's been 30 years ago that happened.
Yeah, maybe a rookie cop and something he's trying to impress his superiors or whatever. That's stupid. That doesn't make sense.
Right, that's the purpose of recycling, it seems.
Right. That's why. Right. I would have to dispute that in court, and they'd have to reset my date until I got a jury there to where I could talk to them and let them know something's got to give. That's just bullshit. I'm trying to recycle here, cocksuckers. That's just bullshit. I'm clever as a judge. I'm bringing a bunch of old sticky cans with flies flying all around the damn things. I'm trying to do my part for humanity. And you're going to call it open container and cite me for it? No, we got problems.
Broken was like, I'm going to need to get a recess in here.
Yeah,
what I'm trying to do.
Something's going to freaking happen. Right, come on.
See one episode of People's Court.
I haul bags of cans because we don't have deposits. We get paid by get by the pound. I haul bags of cans to the scrap yard, and they give you the, I don't know, it's $2.30 a pound or whatever. So you haul in a huge ass bag and you get a chump change. You're not even enough to buy a whole nother case or whatever. But I'm doing my part,
Yeah.
No, I remember living
a 5-cent deposit.
Yeah, no, we don't have the deposit thing here. I remember living up north, and there wasn't any cans or bottles on the side of the road for that simple fact. That encourages recycling and saves money. Here we have most townships will have separate colored trash cans that you put what could be recycled into there, and then when it goes to their processing plant, they actually sift through what grade of plastic, what is glass, what is what, and some townships, not every, but they actually go through manually and separate things out of your trash, which is a really gross procedure, I imagine, but so they do that. So, but we don't have any of the 10 cents a can or bottle thing here. But I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
I can see both scenarios happening though, like Eric's cousin. I can see it. I think it probably would just be based on how much of a dick the cop is that pulls you over.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. They're in the back of the truck already.
Right.
Yeah, shit.
You go to the full extent of giving your breathalyzer and you blow 0, then obviously you've not been drinking anything.
Right. Exactly.
But the law here would be this. The law here would be the same. If you got an open container, whether it's been there for a week or 2 years, you're going to get a ticket either way. 10 cents can thing here in Indiana, but you know.
Guys, I'm going to skedaddle and get going to bed here, so that for the 3rd time.
All right.
Sorry.
Fireball.
I'm not having no fireball. I'm going to bed.
All
All right, gentlemen, take it easy.
You take care, boss.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Yeah. So we've been on for a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this down. Anybody else got anything to say on here?
I'm good. How many people are watching, Red?
It says 4 viewers right now.
Does that count us?
Yeah.
I mean, there's one other person watching.
Well, Basement says he was here trolling the chat. He'd be hard pressed to find a beer and a pack of smokes for $20 here in Canada. Not that I buy smokes anymore, but I'm pretty sure they're over $10 a pack, which is crazy. Open container law is pretty stupid.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, cigarettes. I think cigarettes here, like in Kentucky, I think they're like 6 a pack or something. But up in New Jersey, they're like 10 or 11 a pack.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but yeah, I think premium cigarettes they're pretty close to $6 a pack around here.
Yeah.
It's almost amazing that they're actually still in business, really.
Well, people they would have smoked
It's
them.
an addiction.
But you have so much addiction to them. Yeah, I mean,
It is indeed. Yeah, it's an addiction.
Yeah.
They started that back when we were still having wars and stuff, and that was part of your meal. Was you get your meal and you got a couple of cigarettes and a couple of matches and stuff to be able to make it all work. And they knew what they were doing years ago.
But I mean, if you get rid of cigarettes, what do you have for currency in prison, right? I mean, that's good currency in prison.
Exactly.
true.
Yeah, that's very true.
Playing things on a pack of smokes.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I used to go through a pack and a half, 2 packs a day. Ugh, I don't miss it.
I don't know. They said in prison you can get drugs easier now than you can from outside of prison.
Imagine.
I don't know if y'all watched. Did y'all ever watch the 60 Days In on A&E?
No, I didn't see that.
Like the very first season that was that was on was actually here in my hometown. Well, I say my hometown, but in Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Oh, wow.
And that's what they were saying. It was like a lot of people would get released from prison and would purposely do something to go back because it was easier to get drugs in prison than it was on the outside.
Yep. I can believe
Or in
that.
jail. I guess it really wasn't a prison. It was a county jail, but it was easier to get drugs on the inside than it was to get them on the outside, and a lot cheaper.
Or at least better drugs, because if it's going to, you're going to take the risk of getting it into a county jail. I'm sure they were at least better drugs. You're not going to send some Mexican dirtweed into prison. You're going to get some you're going to get some hydro or something in there. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm just
So the premise of the show was they had 6 civilians that went undercover and spent 60 days in jail to kind of try to learn the system.
Mm-hmm.
And to the sheriff or whatever to try to tell them how drugs were either getting into the system or what they needed to fix in the system. And nobody even within the bailers or whatever, nobody knew that they were actually in the program. Even told them if you were inside and you did something illegal, you will get prosecuted for it, even though you're trying to help it.
For sure.
The premise of the show is it's interesting if you want to watch it.
Huh, I haven't seen that one. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the second season of it, they were in Atlanta. Yeah. But the first season was in Jeffersonville, Indiana. 2 miles from my house.
Wow. Well, with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down here, and we can still hang out if you want to hang out for a little bit, but thanks for everybody else that was watching out there. I don't think anything was really learned tonight. I mean, we just pretty much drank and just babbled about a lot of shit, but hey, it was fun, right? So
we did it. It's all right, Jay's fault.
That'll be a
free entertainment. Free entertainment.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully everybody has a good Sunday and a good upcoming Independence Day, and we will catch you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.